Hello and welcome to another Verbling class. Our subject today is marketing. We'll get started in just a few minutes. Interesting. So apparently it shows 6 o'clock or on time here, but students are showing the class doesn't start yet. Wondering if that's why there's a time difference. Interesting. I'll have to ask students when they come in. So, all right. He's just actually talking to one student. He's waiting, and it says class starts in 3 minutes. All right, here we go. Hi, Danielson.
Hi, sir. Simon.
And Danielson, what country are you from? Are you from Argentina?
No, man. I think you are wrong. Try. Guess again, please.
Colombia.
No. I'm from Brazil.
Yeah,
Sure. If I was a Argentina guy, I would be crying until now.
I understand. Now, you mentioned that it showed 3 minutes before class starting, but what happened when you refreshed your screen?
No, I didn't do that. It starts to be. It seems like it's counting down, And when it's finished, we can click on the go inside the class, something like that. I don't remember now.
Well, here's something interesting. And I don't know why, but it's not accurate. So if you leave it counting down for a while, it's not accurate. So refresh your screen because the class had started on time, but yours still showed 3 minutes. Also, if you reserve a seat, then you can actually get in a few minutes early.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
All right. So, Danielson, I'd like you to introduce you to another student, Harry.
Hey,
Hello,
Harry.
good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Thank you, fine, Danielson. Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil. How about you?
I'm from Germany.
Oh, Germany. I think you are very happy these days.
Yes, we still celebrate football, the winning of our football.
Yes, I saw it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You guys had a very good team.
Oh yes, they are funny. That's a really funny team. They are because they are most of them are from Bavarian here in Germany, and they speak a dialect. It's a very funny dialect which they speak. And I saw on YouTube a video, and a woman asked them something in English, and they answered in their own dialect here in their own dialect in German. So the interviewer couldn't understand what they said.
Yeah, the only thing that I didn't like was 7 7-1, 7 goals. This is the
Seven.
only Yes, this is the only thing that I didn't like about your team. Now it's funny, but in that day it was not funny.
Guys, I hope I can't speak now. Giulietta is here. She seems to be having connection problems. Yeah, and there she goes again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So,
You can see that. You can
yeah,
see
if you're
how.
in group chat, you can see a person joining and leaving.
Okay.
But we should have a lot of students here. Just before I started the class, I could see that there was a total of 3 seats available, and then with you joining, Danielson, that would have it 2. So I think we're going to have a full class today, but for some reason, well, students usually come in late. But let's talk a little bit about marketing, because it's 5 minutes have passed. What are we trying to do when we market something? What is the purpose of marketing?
Sell things.
Yeah, selling. That's right. I want to show you something. Okay. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to perform a transaction by selling something to satisfy a human need or want. And according to this slide, marketing is all about 3 elements. Marketers, these are the people trying to sell. Of course, the product or service that is being offered for sale. And this is very important. Who can tell me what a target market is? Harry, what's a target market?
It's a special group of person. A target market is maybe could be a group, maybe younger people. We want to sell smartphones, and we have to find out which group of person would buy our product. So we have to find it out.
Okay, good. That's very close. Denelson, what can you tell us about a target market? What is a good definition of a target market?
Target market. Let me think about that. I think it's a group of people that you build or you product you build your product. You know, for example, you cannot sell a sports car to a old man. Usually, you sell a sports car to a young people. You know.
Okay, good. Yeah, you're both correct. Let me give you a definition that you can easily find on Wiki. Let's see here. So Wiki says that a target market is a group of customers. And this is true. It is a group of customers. It's a group of customers that you're trying to sell to. Okay? So a target market is a group of customers that a business is aiming its efforts at, its marketing efforts. So we've got 3 players here. Remember, we talked about 3 players. The marketer, which is responsible for selling the item that you're selling, and then the target market. Harry, why would we try to narrow down our target market? Why wouldn't we try to sell to everybody?
Why would we? Why would we?
That's my question to you. Why don't we try to sell to everybody? Why do we try to narrow down a target market?
Because we have to invent our products, and we can't invent a product which is usable for all people.
Okay, so good. Yeah, we might already have a product. Sometimes we don't do market research before developing a product, or sometimes we have an opportunity to acquire a product before we're doing marketing. We just know it's going to do well. So, but good point. Denelson, why do we want to identify our target market?
I think because you can be more specific. It's more like reduce cost. Be more, how can I say that in English? But yeah, be more specific. I'm trying to say something like that.
Cost effective.
Yes, you can concentrate your strengths. You know.
Okay, let me ask you this question, Harry. Is it cheap to advertise on TV?
No, very expensive.
No? Okay. Well, radio's got to be cheap, right?
Oh, not at all. It's also
No?
expensive too.
Well, I could send everybody a letter, right?
It's
No,
impossible.
not nowadays. It's old-fashioned. No, it doesn't works anymore.
What about I can call everybody, right? That's personal. That's nice.
It's not allowed here.
Oh, okay. Um,
Good point.
oh, hold on. I got to change, guys. Very important here. There we go.
The other one is cheaper, so only two can. This one and the other one we had before.
Yeah, I don't know if this is. I'll talk to you after class, honey. That might not be good. All right. So, what about putting signs on highways? That's
That's a
cheap.
good idea. That's a good
Okay.
idea. Or in front of supermarkets, they have all the signs, the big ones.
Sure.
Yeah.
Or I could do a massive website, right?
Oh, no, that's not a great idea because we have to find your website first. First, you have to advertise your website.
So what you're telling me, Harry, is that it's very expensive to try and reach out and sell to everybody, right?
Yes, very expensive.
Okay. So what we're learning here is that the reason, as Dennelson put out, we try to target our market is because it's expensive to sell a product, to market it. So we identify our market, target market, and depending on that market, oh, it's 18 to 25-year-olds. Okay, so maybe television is the best, and most of those people like to watch this TV show, so we only advertise during that 1 hour slot. Okay, or maybe we're only going to advertise over the radio because 18 to 25-year-olds are working, they always listen to the morning radio show, right? We find the best way. Okay, so I'm going to help you guys today. I'm going to be your target market so you don't have to worry about identifying your target market. But what you guys are going to have to do is you're going to have to identify, I see your back, what my needs are. So, Harry, last time you tried to sell an Apple iPhone to me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Dennelson, do you like iPhones or Android?
I prefer Android.
Okay. So you'll try to sell me on an Android phone. All right. So you have all class to do this. At about 40 minutes, we'll take a break and we'll start trying to sell me. All right. So you got to see which one of you will have the best sales pitch. Dennelson, how do you develop a sales pitch? How do you know what you need to say to me to get me to buy your product? How do you market your product to me?
I think it could be based on price and also the interface and the technical features.
It might be. How do you know?
I don't know. I need to ask you.
Yeah. And what do you call that? When you start asking me questions, what do we call that?
I don't know. Oh, okay, market research.
Yeah, it's called
Yeah.
market research.
Research. Yeah.
Right? And there's many ways of doing that. You could do surveys. You could, let's say you've identified your target market. Now you'll call 1,000 people within your target market. We call that a sample size. All right? So what I want you guys to do is I want you to take turns asking me questions. So Dennelson, you can ask me a question. Then maybe Harry, you can ask me a question. Listen to each other. You'll probably want to write down. Now I'm going to open Google Drive. You can write it down in there, or you could write it down on your own computer. Because what you're going to have to do is use that information to sell me a phone. Not based on what you think I want, but based on what I want and what you think I need. Okay? So What products? Well, Apple's getting ready to release the iPhone 6. So, Harry, why don't you focus on the iPhone 6? And Dennelson, why don't you focus on the Samsung Galaxy 5 or S5? I'm not sure. Is it the 5S or S5?
S5, I think.
Okay, so the S5, and it's a great competitor to the iPhone. Let's start and let's work on those two products. So, who would like to go first?
I can.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Okay. Hey Simon, when you decide to, it is a question, right? When you decide to buy a new cell phone for you or for your wife, is it based on price or is it based on size?
Ah, interesting. Well, I don't have a cell phone. My wife does. Um, Price always matters.
Yeah.
Price always matters. However, size matters too. Like for me, if I had a phone, I want something small because, well, I don't have a purse to carry it in, right? So if I have a large phone, it doesn't fit on my hip very easily. It's not very practical. My wife, on the other hand, always has a purse with her, and I know she likes a larger phone. So that's kind of what's important to her. And since we're going to be getting a phone in the fall, we're just waiting to see what the iPhone 6 has because it's going to be new. We'll make a decision probably October. Good question. Remember, these don't have to be yes or no questions. Harry, it's your turn.
1 second, please.
Mm-hmm.
So Simon, you told me you are very interested in new technology.
Oh, I love new technology.
Do you feel confident with the newest technology which they offer nowadays?
Do I like used technology?
Do you like to be up to date with the newest technology?
Oh, the newest. Well, of course. I mean, who doesn't, right? You know, especially in the smartphone space, there's still a lot of development going on. This is not what I would consider a mature market. We're seeing, you know, the cameras on these phones are now a whole lot better than those small cameras, and really, who buys a small camera anymore?
Okay.
So, yeah, I do like, I'm curious, and that's why we're waiting, because who knows, maybe the iPhone 6 will be a better phone. We don't know.
How much money do you spend in average for 1 month, in 1 month?
Okay, well, that's your last question. Normally you're supposed to ask one question, but then Dennison, you get two. Well, right now, it costs about $80 a month for her plan, which I think is expensive.
Okay.
Dennison.
Okay. Simon, how about do you use a lot of features like download the videos, make some videos for your family weekends, and upload it to the YouTube? Do you use this kind of features?
No, we have a really nice DSLR, so we don't use it for video, but my wife loves taking pictures using her phone. So, you know, my camera's big and heavy, and we don't always have it, whereas she always has her phone. So you know what? Having a phone with a very good camera does matter.
Does
Good
matter?
question. Yeah, it matters. It does.
Because you telling me that because you have a camera, right? A
Well,
big
I
camera.
have a Canon
Canon, okay.
70D.
Mm-hmm.
Very good camera, but it's heavy. If we're going to the store, I'm not going to take a camera, but she always has her phone with us. So there are times when she'll take pictures and I don't have my camera. So yeah, I do like having a good camera.
Okay.
Thank you. Harry, your turn.
Um, how many pictures do you normally take during the week?
Oh, I can't answer that. There'll be times where I might take 1,000 pictures in a day and then not use it for a month.
Oh, I see. You need a very good device. You need a very good device. You need high quality because you like to take pictures. So,
Yeah, I mean, that's why I bought that camera. Are you familiar with the Canon?
yes, I have also one.
Ah, so you understand, the quality, being able to take good pictures in low light.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah, I know it, but it's not. I use it only for 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 timed how can I say it, parties, because I can't carry this bigger camera with me all the time. So nearby I have also an iPhone and I use it all the time because you can't carry it with you because it's a very small one. It has not a big screen.
Okay,
Many
good,
people.
but your time's up, though. You get one question each, and I don't mind you talking, but I don't want to give you too much time. And where is everybody? This is really bizarre. I mean, it's better for you guys. You get more talk time.
Exactly.
So, Danielson, it's your question, please.
Okay. Nowadays you have the Android and you have the others operation systems, and you can install Skype, Hangout, Facebook. Do you use it a lot, or do you use your cell phone only to make calls and you know?
Well, again, we're talking about my wife because I don't think you're going to be able to sell me on a phone, but my wife uses it for texting. She uses it for making calls. As we just talked about, she uses it for photographs, taking photos. Looking up phone numbers. Maybe we're out someplace and we need to use it for the internet. We don't use it for video because cell plans are very expensive here. So, it really doesn't. There's no point using it for video.
Okay.
Harry.
I know when we take pictures, what's the worst or the baddest thing which we can have? Low battery power.
Oh, yeah.
I bought, I can tell you a short story because.
Not
Okay.
really. No, Harry, what we're trying to do here is it's great that I love that you're volunteering to talk, but you need to find out what it is I want, right?
Okay.
Because for you to be able to properly sell me, you need to find out what it is I want. All right? And if we use up all our time talking about things that we like about phones, you'll realize, oh, I don't know what he wants. So think of a question related to battery, because I think that's a great line. Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to use? Are you used to use rechargeable batteries?
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what? I really don't care. Dealing with batteries is, to me, an annoyance. I just want to be able to use the phone all day long, at the very least, all day long, and not have to worry about charging it. I would
Okay.
love to go a week or a month without having to charge it. To me, that's one of the most annoying things is low battery life.
So you need an economical uh, device which you can choose your profile because it's very important to have a phone with different profiles. So one uses it for take photos, another person uses it for making phone calls, another person uses it for emailing, for to write
Well,
letters.
I don't really care what I'm using it for. I expect it to last a whole day. I could be watching video all day or doing turn-by-turn navigation. I don't care. I want it to last all day. Battery life is more important to me than features.
Okay, so I noticed you only need a phone that works. The that works. Yes, that's very important. All you have to turn it on and
Okay, but you only get the one question. Now we go to Dennelson. Dennelson, you're on mute.
Okay. Yeah, let me ask a question about, do you or your wife usually download a lot of things, I mean a lot of applications to try
No,
and
I wouldn't say we download a lot, but when we need something, we'd like to see a lot of choice. I don't want to see a lot of garbage apps where they're free, but then as soon as you try to use it, you have to pay. I find that annoying. If it costs money, well then charge me for it. Don't offer it as free and then make me pay to use it. So I guess what I'm looking for is a large selection of applications and quality applications.
Okay.
Harry, your question.
hmm,
And it's okay if you can't come up with one. We got
okay, I give it back to Daniel.
okay, Dennelson. Any other questions?
Wow. You told me that your wife uses the cell phone only for making calls. I don't think you need a good processor inside the cell phone.
Oh, what do you mean processor? What's that?
Oh, I'm sorry. And let me try to put it in another way. I know your wife does a lot of calls, but does your wife use the cell phone to make some calculations? I mean, some videos or you
Well, she
know?
doesn't make a lot of videos. She does photos, like I said before, some photos. She might want to take the odd video, but no, I don't. I think mostly photos.
Okay.
All right, guys, we've reached the halfway point of the class. What I want to do now is I want us to work on our pitch. So you've asked me a bunch of questions. Okay? So the next thing you will do is try to sell me on your product. But before we do that, we got to try to make sense of the information that we gathered.
Okay. I don't think it will be successful try to sell to your cell phone because most of your answers are based on your wife. Let me ask
No, but
let me
okay,
ask
let
a
me be
last
fair.
question. I want to ask you a last question.
Sure.
How is the day that your wife do a birthday? I mean, what's the date for her or her birthday?
It's already passed.
Wow. I don't think you can sell you a
Well,
cell phone, man.
remember, you got to give me the best pitch, okay? Now, she's got to buy one. So think of you. Remember, I'm giving you all the information. I'm saying, well, I don't need one, but my wife does. So there's the target. So obviously, I'm helping her with her decision. So you're trying to help sell me on a phone for my wife. Think of it that way.
Okay.
All right. So that's really important. I've given you some information. I think a lot of questions have answered, but I want you guys to try and sell me, and then I'll ask you guys questions and see if I can do a better job of selling you. So do you guys need to ask any more questions before you develop your sales pitch?
No, for me, I think I'm good.
Do you need any time?
Yeah, I think 3 minutes to do a review.
Okay, so take 3 minutes, Danielson. Harry, do you need any time?
No.
Okay, wow, you're ready to go. Okay, Harry. So you have at least 3 minutes then. Go ahead.
So, hello, Simon. Today is the day I want to bring you a very new product closer, which we get. Can you imagine? We get it last midnight.
Oh.
Oh, it's really interesting, really, because we waited such a long time for this great product, and today it's limited. It's limited. It's limited.
Well, I don't know. It depends on what it is, but I don't really need anything right now.
Ah, you need it because
Okay.
all wants it. When we have it, I bring you the package. 1 second, please. I will show you. Here,
Mm-hmm.
can you see it? The box for the shiny white. Ah, very nice box. Can you imagine what's inside this box?
Yeah, well, it's pretty obvious. It looks like it's an iPhone.
Yes, you're right. It's an iPhone, but not an iPhone like you knew from earlier days. It's a really great one, a really new one. It's a new design, a very unique design. It's a design which you can compare with Porsche, and it's amazing. When you hold it in your hand, you won't give it to another person. You want to keep it because you can say it's your own, it's mine, and it's not only the case who looks really great. All stuff, all the product itself is a really great invention because many inventors around the world invented this new product, and it has great.
I think you're looking for contributed or worked on developing
Yeah.
features. Okay, good.
They did hard work to develop this new iPhone because in the past they learned that people need a very new iPhone. We got many requests from customers. They told us what functions a phone should have nowadays, and we put it all into this unique iPhone, and it works. And best is you can buy it right now without a contract. It's really great because before we always had to buy an iPhone with a contract, and now free without you can choose your own contract, your old one. Maybe you are very you have a really great you are satisfied with your old telephone provider, and you want to keep it, because why should you change to another new phone provider which you don't know? So use your old one. When you feel confident with them, you can continue with your old contract, and you can use it with our new iPhone, which you can buy here. And I will give you a special price when you buy it now. I will give you 30%.
Wow. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're
Danielson, it's your turn.
Okay. Hello, Simon.
Well, hi, Danielson.
How are you today?
Very busy.
Very busy. Sorry to bother you, but I think you like this kind of promotion that you have today.
I didn't see any promotion. What's the promotion?
Okay, give me only 2 minutes. I will tell you about that.
Okay.
Okay. We have a new cell phone. It is a good product. It's not too small, but it not means that it's very heavy. And it has a good camera. You can take a beautiful pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And it not means that this product consumes a lot of battery, because you have a new technology on that. So you don't worry to charge it all the time, because I know you have a good cell phone nowadays, but you need to charge them all the time. It can be boring, you know. And then you have a good also have a good applications. You can go to the website and find a good applications, and the better is you don't need to pay more for that. It means like if you buy this cell phone, you only pay once. You can have a good market, a good applications on the internet. If need only to put your username and password, you can download as many applications you want using, if you like. Then I'm doing a research, Mark, and I would like to ask you to get the cell phone for 2 weeks. After that, if you don't like this cell phone, how can I say, risk it? How can I say that? No.
Return it with no
Return.
obligation.
Yes, return it of obligation. You don't need to pay to deliver it back.
Wow. Okay, well,
What do you think?
Harry, let's start with Harry. Harry, you were very enthusiastic. You had a very smooth and polished presentation. Good use of product vocabulary. So very well done on that. Danielson, I think where you did very, very well is when you asked me all those questions about photos, battery, applications, your presentation was, you tried to sell me directly based on what I said. So yeah, photos, it was interesting. Battery life, man, that really, that matters to me, right? And good applications. Now, I don't even know what phone it was. I don't know what brand. But you mentioned all the right features that I had talked about. And not only that, but I get to try it free for 2 weeks.
That's good.
So that would have me interested. So for that reason, I would say, I think you gave, well, I would pick your phone. Okay? And it's the subtle things. Remember, you target your audience. You do market research so you can better determine how to sell to me. Now, we've got about 15 minutes left, and what I want to do is I want to ask you guys questions, and I'll start with Harry. Hello, Harry.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. I'm sorry to bother you. I'm wondering if you could just give me about 3 minutes. I would like to ask you some questions for our product survey.
Sure.
Okay, we'll give you a $10 coupon off any of our products when we're done as a thank you.
Let me see.
Harry, do you have a cell phone?
Yes, I own one.
Okay, what brand is it?
An iPhone
Okay.
from Apple.
Do you like this phone?
Oh yeah, but it is getting older and older, and battery life is limited. Do you know?
So battery life is important to you?
Yes, very important.
Okay. What else is important to you with a new phone?
The access to the network from the phone provider. I need really clear phone calls, not like robots. Sometimes phones sounds like robots. It's not clear. They
Okay.
don't work like they should.
Okay, good. Anything else? Are there any other features, or are there any other features you would like?
Yes, I would like to connect my phone to the car audio system.
What about computers? What kind of computers do you have in your house?
I have a MacBook,
MacBook,
an iMac,
iMac.
and a PC.
All right. Now let me ask you another question. Imagine your perfect phone. What features would it have?
Oh, I can't tell you all the features because I noticed that the features comes with the apps, and I want to use apps which are for free, which are low-cost apps. I don't want to spend money on apps.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so I've asked Harry some questions, and let me think. I'm going to try to give a brief sales presentation. I want you guys to listen to how I do it. Well, hi, Harry. Thanks for coming to our shop today. How are you?
Thank you. Very great.
Okay, well, Harry, I see you've got the old iPhone there, and I want to let you know that we've got the new iPhone 6 in, and I just want to take 30 seconds of your time because the new phone is much lighter. You can drop it, it won't break the screen. You can try stabbing it with a knife. Drop it on the corner and it won't break. And here's another great thing. It has up to 1 week battery life.
Oh my God.
Useful battery life. Okay? So it does all the wonderful things you're used to in a phone. It takes amazing pictures. You can manage contacts, calendars, it connects you to your family, but something else we've incorporated here, it has Family Connect, so you can see the calendars of everybody else in your family automatically. You're able to see where your family members are, so in case you're worried about their location, they do have the option to disable that for privacy, but you are able to keep track of where each other is for safety. And of course, we have the largest amount of free apps in the world, as well as some really, really great apps for only $1 or $2. And if you have Mac computers at home, it all connects up. You don't even have to sync it. It just automatically recognizes your computer. As long as you logged in with your own name and address information, it knows it's your computer and automatically syncs up. So when you get home, you don't even have to set it up.
Great.
And of course, you can go with any phone provider. We're also offering a discount with the 3 major carriers this month. What do you say?
Oh, I can say only try it, buy it.
All right, great. So if you want to step over to the counter with me, we'll get you set up on the new phone.
Okay, sure.
All right, great. Now I'm going to focus on Denelson. Hi, Denelson.
Hi, Simon.
Welcome to our phone shop. We're conducting a little survey to better understand what our customers would like. Would you mind taking 5 minutes with me? I'll give you a free gift at the end of the survey, and it's a free $25 gas card.
Yeah, it's good, but today I'm very busy. If you don't mind, I would be. I would ask you to be very quick, you know.
I'll be quick, and you know what? Here's a gas card right now to show that I'm not playing around with you. I'll take about 3 minutes, okay?
Okay.
All right. Denelson, we're interested in what people want in a smartphone. What do you want in a smartphone?
I want a good smartphone that has a good battery, you know, battery and a good display, touch screen that I can easily move from one screen to another and see all my applications.
Are there any other features that are important to you? What about photography, staying in touch with friends and family, connecting to your computers?
No, I usually don't use Facebook or something like that. I don't want it. I don't like it. So, but photos, it's a good picture. Take pictures, is a good pictures. You never know when it will be like important.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Denelson. I told you I'd respect your time, and I appreciate your time.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So now Denelson comes back the next day, and I see, hey, Denelson, how are you?
Hey, Sam, I'm good. How about you?
Good. Did you get a chance to use that gas card yet?
No, not yet. Probably I will use it today. Thanks for
Excellent.
that.
I just want to let you know we have a sale on our phones right now. Would you care to take a look?
Oh, for sure. Today I have more time compared to yesterday.
Okay, great. Well, we've got two great phones, but what seems to be getting everybody's attention right now is the new iPhone 6 because it just came out. The Samsung Galaxy, it's also a great phone, but let me tell you about the iPhone first, and if you're interested, great. If not, I can tell you about the Samsung.
Good.
So what's really huge about this new phone is, I don't know if you notice, it's a lot thinner. Here, it doesn't weigh very much. And watch, here's my phone. I'm going to drop it 4 feet onto concrete here. Do you see that? It didn't break. You can drop it on the corner. The glass is actually designed to withstand almost anything with the exception of a car driving over it.
Oh, that will be great for my kids, man.
Yeah, super strong. So big benefit, you're not going to have to worry about buying a new phone every 3 to 6 months. The screen is very sensitive because, well, this phone is got a stronger display, but it's thinner, so it seems as though it's more sensitive.
That's very important.
And of course, you're familiar with the Apple product. Very easy to use, navigate. So you can go side to side. It's not side to side, then up and down, then side up. It's very simple. It's all Apple. Very easy to use.
Hey, Simon, I can't wait until hear the price, man. It is so interesting.
I'll get to the price in a second. Just want to let you know it has more applications than any other app store, and because it's run by Apple, you don't have to worry about viruses, so it's very secure. We love the Samsung, but let's face it, the security on Apple is just a little bit better. And here's another benefit. Facebook and all these social networks, privacy can sometimes be an issue. What we have done is in this phone is privacy is front and center. If you want to turn it off so nobody can access any personal information, you can do that easily by going into settings or just saying, Siri, make me invisible, and it'll hide your privacy information from all those services that have access to it.
That's really great.
So as far as price goes now, the Apple is a little bit more expensive than the Samsung. However, if you're willing to sign up for a 2-year contract, we can give you the phone for 200 reals.
That's a bad thing, man. I need to stay with this cell phone for 2 years.
Well, let me explain something about how Apple works. Is every 2 years they update their phones to a major release. So, well, Apple releases a new phone every year, but the iPhone 6 is out now. They'll come out with the 6S in a year, and if you've got a 6, the 6S doesn't have that much different. Okay. The 7, though, will be a huge jump over the 6. So if you want to upgrade every year, we can do that, but you're not really getting much of a benefit. You'll end up spending more on the phone because, let's face it, part of the price of the plan is the phone, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So if you want to upgrade every year, we can do that, but I'm thinking your best value is upgrading every 2 years. And here's another bonus. If your phone breaks within that 2 years, we'll give you another one free.
Wow.
Well, in fact, we'll give you up to 2 phones free.
You convinced me, man.
All right, great. Now,
I can't wait until you hear the price, as I said before, because it's so interesting.
well, you see, and this is the key. I listen carefully to each one of you. Now, you liked good battery life, you liked a great display, touchscreen, easy to navigate application, privacy, and photos. Whereas Harry, well, Harry was a lot more connected. He has MacBooks, iMacs, PCs. He has the in-car audio system. So I focused more on features, but I still focused on ease of use. And this is important when you're marketing. You've got to listen to what your audience is saying. It doesn't mean you can't say, well, I hear what you said, Dennelson, but let me tell you about the privacy, or let me tell you about this as well. Give them what they've asked for, and then give them what you think they need. But always go for what they asked for first. Okay? And of course, we always like a good value, too. Harry, what do you think? Did you learn anything from this class?
Yes, I learned much in this class, in these 2 classes which we had.
Good.
About this topic. It is very common that we speak about it. Before I didn't do it, but now I like to speak about it. I feel more confident to speak about it in English.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I'm glad you could make it, and unfortunately I have to end the class at about 5:02 because I have 3 classes in a row tonight, and I need to leave just a few minutes before the end so I can get ready for the next one. Normally, if I don't have any classes, I go the full time, sometimes a few minutes over. Dennelson, what did you think? How did this class help you? Did you learn anything?
Yes, you learn that you have the market, you have three, how can I say that, 3 points involved on the cell products. And also, we learned about, it's a really difficult to discuss about something that you don't know. I mean, you don't think about that during your entire day,
Exactly. I mean,
it makes your brain in a difficult situation and start your brain think quickly.
Indeed, indeed. So when it comes to marketing, there are a couple of things you can do. You can focus on features, or you can focus on the user experience, or both? Which is the correct one? Well, it depends on your target market. Know your target market, then you'll know how to advertise or market your product. So I want to thank Denelson and Harry for coming to class. I had a lot of students sign up for this, but I don't know what happened today. I had a couple of students keep coming in and going out, so maybe there were some technical problems. Denelson, if you could just hang around because we have a private session after this. Harry, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it, and I hope to see you again tomorrow.